What's good, y'all? Y'all tune into another episode of Late Night New York, WHCR 90.3 FM. Right now, we're going to go a different route with it. We go into the world of fashion, podcasting, fashionista, philanthropy. She's a Jane of all trades.
Yeah.
Right now, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Annebenanne.
Annebenanne, we welcome you to Late Night New York, WHCR.
Thank you for having me.
You are the first entrepreneur that we've had up here as far as fashion.
Ooh,
So,
thank
you sparked it up. Shout out to Pre Montana for setting everything up or what have
From
you.
Montana.
And I see you doing a whole bunch of different things. So we're gonna go ahead and just go to the beginnings.
Okay.
So now, actually, before we even go to the beginnings, let's talk about Black Love. 'Cause I see you got your husband in the background right here. He's coming in, he's
Shout
supporting.
out to hubby.
And in this field where you dealing with a lot of snakes and a lot of unscrupulous people at times, how important is it for you to have that foundation and while you're out here networking and pushing your businesses and what have you?
It's extremely important having a partner that is knowledgeable of the industry, but knows me for real. One, keeps me grounded. Two, has my best interests at heart, and you always want to have a second set of eyes to see things that you might overlook, because when you're coming in, everything is a rush and you're meeting different people, and
Definitely.
this game is very cutthroat in all industries: fashion, music, Hollywood. It's like that. So you want to have people that know you for real, and who better than the person you sleep with every night?
Yeah, literally.
And another reason, as a female in a male-dominated industry, it's good for safety too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Listen, you ain't got to pay no bodyguard. Hubby right there. Literally. And I say that because to me it's dope, because in this industry it isn't emphasized enough.
Yeah.
They don't push marriage. They don't push love. They push the exact opposites. It's sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So the fact that you are not only married, but you embrace it and you let the world know, hey, this is my family. I see the pictures on Instagram. You guys look happy. You look ecstatic, and cause you got a lot of people that are married in this industry, but you wouldn't know.
Right.
You had no clue what's going on. But I think that it's dope that you putting that out there to the world and for the world to see, and more people need to see that, especially women of color.
Yes, I think that it's very important. For me personally, it's very important for me coming in to set the tone for my image, and for me portraying what I wanted to see more of, especially coming up. I think that family is everything, and shout out to Ti and Tiny. Like I those type of shows, Cosby's, regardless of what's going on, those are the examples that I follow. So yeah, family is everything to me, and I'm private though, and people do sometimes not put their marriages, their relationships, and their children out there, because it's nasty. It's nasty
Definitely.
work. You know what I'm saying? But I know how to put it out there, but still keep my privacy at the same time.
I understand.
Just keep it balanced. That's important to me as well.
The balance is definitely important, and it's funny how you bring up the Cosbys, because you got some people who are younger than us who didn't live through that era, but when you come from our era, the Cosbys was definitely like, when you wanted to see a positive black family, it was the Cosbys.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Claire, a lawyer, Bill, the doctor, Bill Walker. Bill was before it was Biggie rocking the Coogies. It was Bill Cosby rocking the Coogies.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. A lot of y'all don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say that it's important that we definitely show those positive images more and more now, especially in the industry that, don't get me wrong, it's profitable, but it's full of a lot of negativity,
Sure.
especially when it comes to women, especially when it comes to women of color. Because nowadays, what you see is more of the love in hip hop, women fighting, and it's kind of like you have other groups of people who think that we're all like that. It's like, no, that's only a small segment of us. That most of us are actually normal and live normal lives and live under a sense of normalcy.
I agree with you. I was literally on my way here, and can't remember the name of the person I saw on Instagram, but somebody just literally had an interview where they were saying that, no offense to any female artists out, but there are no phenomenal women of color in mainstream right now. None. And I was like, and you get offended at first, but then it's like, he's like, where's the Madam C.J. Walkers? Where's the this? Where's the that? So I think it's very important for me to, no matter where my career goes, how big I get, I want to be a woman of substance always. And I think that it's okay to be a wife, to be a mother, and to still have your career. My girl Queen B, that's my boo. She shows us, what I'm saying? And that's the route that I'm trying to go with it. No matter what I'm doing or what I'm getting into, I want to show us in a light for something other than ignorance.
See, did y'all hear that? She's saying it's cool to love your husband. It's cool to be married. It's cool to have a family. You don't have to go ahead and portray certain images because you think that's what you need to do to get on. You could be yourself.
Yeah.
People will respect you more for being yourself. People will respect you more for being authentic. And one thing from what I could see from you, you don't come across as fake. You don't come across as phony. It's authenticity there.
Yeah, that's why I named my podcast Guileless Intentions.
I like good segue.
It's literally guileless. The definition of it is literally honesty, purity, straightforward, and to the point. And that's the type of person I am. Like, I really don't beat around the bush. I'm very honest and direct, and I try to live like that every day. Give content like that, pure raw content every day. Like, I'm just a very unfiltered person.
So, when did you know that, like for us doing this show, what sparked for me is, what sparked me wanting to do it is the fact that I got tired of, and no disrespect to them because I don't have nothing personal against them, but the Adam 22s of the world, the Vlad TVs of the world, and other people who just, when it comes to our culture, they just talk about negativity, and you don't focus on the art. Shade Room as well, Hollywood Unlocked, and let's get back to focusing on the art form. Let's get back to focusing on the actual artist. Let's get back to focusing on the culture, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. The culture is dying, so that's what sparked me to want to do what I'm doing. So, was it something like that similar for you, or?
So I've always been a very opinionated woman. I have a lot to say, and I am very animated and comical. So during the pandemic, I spent a lot of time on lives, online, talking and giving my opinions about politics. I'm not a professional politician, just speaking from my thoughts and my opinions. And then people were like, you should try to really get like a platform. And when, my husband was like, so I said, let me try to take this a little bit serious and see what it do. So it started off on Instagram Lives. I would do Instagram Lives. And then shout out to S Street Media. He gave me my first real, studio to work out of. And from there, it was just history.
It was on and popping.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So I just use it to talk honestly about things that are affecting the community. I have a background in human services. I was a social worker before I came into the industry full time.
Right.
So I try to shed light on things that's affecting the community and use my relationships to support and give back and things like that.
That's dope. And you know what? That segues into what I wanted to talk about next. I was watching, I think it was I forget which page I was watching. I was paying attention to, but basically you was talking about how you jumped into entrepreneurship and went ahead and left your job. Now, most people, they'll leave their job and 6 months afterwards they say, oh, no, I can't do this. I'm going to go back and get something else or whatever. But so that takes a lot of guts and courage to go ahead and say, you know what, nah, I'm going to do something else. I'm going to start it from the ground up, especially when you work in a job for a certain amount of years and you've been established there and you have a certain seniority in that job. And then you basically saying, nah, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do my own thing. But, like anything, you got to start from step one or what have you. So what made you want to go ahead and cross that line in number two or whatever, explain the process to the people who maybe feel like they ready to go ahead and start their own business, or they ready to go ahead and follow their own endeavors or what have you?
So it's definitely a nerve-wracking decision,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you have a family to support, because you're used to a certain safety net,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I was well established in my career, very high up in the company, and when I told my boss I was leaving, she was like, "You're crazy."
Mm-hmm.
You know, I told my parents like, "You're crazy." But I started doing things part time. I was always active doing, you know, I've been designing and I've been drawing and I've been doing events here and there. But the desire started to grow and I couldn't ignore it. And I watch a lot of motivational speakers. Les Brown is my favorite
Yeah,
speaker.
Les, man, I love
And
Les.
my favorite quote in the entire world is live full and die empty. I
Mm.
am not dying empty. I need to um, explore what is my capacity. So when I couldn't hold it back anymore, I was like, all right, it's time. It's just a feeling inside. But before that, it was a lot of preparation, a lot of research about the fields that I wanted to be in, a lot of research in fashion, because anybody could look nice, dress nice, I could style you, style me, but really know what fashion is, understand trends, understand how much it was going to take to survive off of my savings, because I literally liquidated all my money and invested into myself. I flipped my money on myself. So it's like you have to really plan for that, budget that out. That's what I encourage everybody to do. Like you can chase your dream, but you have to have a plan.
I'm
Cause
glad. I'm glad you put the emphasis on it because a lot of times, a lot of people jump that gun, but they don't have. There's no structure to it, so it's kind of like they end up being all over the place. So
and I still
before you did that, before you made that jump, you already had certain things in motion, so you already knew how you was going to maneuver.
and I still have moments sometimes of doubt where I'm like, this is getting hard. Or, you know, I'm having like 2 months where I'm moving, but now it's slowing down and I'm panicking. But I'm realizing that this is a part of it. You know, actresses and actors, they literally survive off of movies. They're not working every single day. It's like they get these big contracts, these big deals, these big movies, and you know that's how it goes when you choose. You know, but the more harder you work, the more successful you come. It's enough to sustain you full time.
Exactly.
So I just talk myself out of the self doubt, and I do a lot of meditation and you know just positive self talk. I have something that I do on my platform outside of the traditional episodes. Every Monday is Mental Health Mondays.
Dope.
I didn't do it this Monday because I was busy, but I either go live or I pre-record and I talk about specifically. I tailor my material for mental health and people that are entrepreneurs in the industry and tips and things that they can do to navigate. You know, so we go. Oh, and I do it at Mondays because you need that for the week. You know,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
to help everybody. I use it from as I'm talking to it to other people. I'm applying it to myself as
At the
well.
same time, I'm
Yeah.
I'm glad you say that because we all need a mental health break from time to time. We all need to decompress and reset from time to time because sometimes it does get overwhelming, you know. And it's cool how so it's kind of like not only you giving advice, but it's kind of like self therapy for you when you do the mental Mondays as well.
For
Just to
sure.
just as a reminder, hey, keep going,
Yeah.
keep focused, and keep doing what you're doing. So that's cool because you're inspiring people. You probably inspiring more people than what you even realize what you're doing. You know. So that leads me into the clothing line itself.
Yes.
It's some dope material,
Thank you.
you know. So let's get into it. We got some ladies in here as well, and you know while we're watching, while y'all listening to this, the people who are watching this because we are WHCR 90.3 FM, WHCR 90.3 FM. The people who are watching this via social media, Bronxton or what have you, we gonna have the website at the bottom of the picture, so y'all could go ahead and go in there and check out everything you need to check out.
So I am the founder and CEO of Annebenanne Swim, which is a luxury swimwear line. I designed everything myself. I have a
Dope.
manufacturer who I partnered with that brought all my sketches, everything to life. The mission of my company is inclusivity. I used to be heavier, and it was hard for me to shop as a woman because I felt like the larger the bathing suits, the less appealing they were. And I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna put out what I want. So I design. I harvested all my materials from Italy. They're all 100% Italian fabric.
Oh, okay.
Our main product has a tummy control focus. So it's like I would say it's like a BBL in a swimsuit because when you literally put it on, you're literally snatched. And it comes right now. I have the black, the white, and the lilac, the metallic lilac. And then I have my other sexier pieces. But we go from small up into like 5X.
Okay.
I also do custom swimsuits too. Sometimes people hit me up and they might want something specific. I do custom designs as well. Yeah. So it's I love it. It's my baby.
And I see the passion that you got for it as well.
I do. I do. Annebenanne is the parent company, but it's Annebenanne Swim, and then we have the Annebenanne Cosmetics coming out soon too.
Okay, dope. So you touching everything. You keep you pushing and pushing and pushing all the way through. That's dope. We gotta commend you for going ahead and being the entrepreneur that you are, because it's not easy. I understand as well, because me being an entrepreneur myself, I understand those good days where you feel like, man, you feeling great. You feel like Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean. I feel like I could do 1,000 push-ups.
Right.
And then when that bad month comes, it's like, oh, what the? You know what? You scratching your head. Like, damn, maybe I need to go back in there and hit that 9 to 5 for a little while.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But then it's kind of like with me, like you said, how you use Les Brown. For me, I listen to Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, shout out to Nipsey.
Yeah.
He's another great one too, for sure.
Fact. So like whenever I need that motivation, I go through like his interviews, and like an hour later, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Whatever doubt I had, I left
Definitely
my
a
head.
Nipsey fan as well. He definitely left us with so many positive gems and jewels, for sure.
Definitely. So it's kind of So, what do you say to? I'm not. We're going not just female entrepreneurs in general. The ones who are trying to figure out, hey, what's my next step? Do I leave this gig? Should I stay a little longer? How do I go about getting my dreams off the ground?
Plan. Like, it's so cliche, but if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You have to plan. Something else that's worked for me, that's really helped me grow, is try to connect yourself to a mentor. You want to be coachable and teachable and be receptive to information, and you have to learn from the greats to become like the greats or surpass the greats, and add, find out what it is to get to where they got, and then add your own flavor to it and perfect it and stuff like that. And just being consistent, being consistent in what you're trying to do. You're not going to, like, sometimes you get lucky and you go viral on TikTok. I guess that's how it is now. Or for something, a sound or something. But when you really, like, in more realistic time, not everybody's going to make it off of TikTok. Not everybody's going to make it off of social media,
That's
right?
a fact.
And a lot of times hard work beats out talent.
That's a fact.
So you got to be consistent, and you got to keep going and schedule out, plan your content, plan whatever it is you do, and, eventually things will happen for you.
That's dope. Now, we're going to segue into something last but not least, the philanthropy. I see that you have a big thing for wanting to help the kids and help the youth or what have you. I saw that you guys had the basketball, the youth basketball game during the summertime or what have you. So, are there any things coming up like this winter as far as like because usually one time people do coat drives or things like that. So you have anything coming up as far as that in regards to that?
Yeah. So we had the Dribble for Dreams game in the summertime. We partnered up with Vanessa Bryant and Johnny Bryant, the coach of the New York Knicks.
Dope.
And we did the celebrity basketball game, and we were able to raise about $6,000. We thought it was $5,000, but it ended up being like $7,000 for Precious Dreams Foundation that caters to children foster care. I'm very passionate about giving back. Like I said, I have a career history in human services. I work with children disabled, all types of people from all walks of life. So that's always in me. So I'm trying to make it an annual thing that I do, at least two charity events a year. This year, right now what I'm working on, not so much a charity event, but I have a women's empowerment event coming up. I have a celebrity-led panel. Shout out to Vina Love, Capri's daughter, Ashley Battle. She's from the WNBA, and I have Hala Marak. A few people coming out. It's a bunch of 8 women that are coming out to speak to women about their journeys through entrepreneurship and women's empowerment. And I have a surprise that I'm launching for women self-help book.
Okay, cool.
So I'm dropping it at that event too. So yeah, that's happening November 19th.
All right.
In the city, and I'm gonna flyers up, but I'm
make
gonna
sure
add
y'all
more
be
details.
there.
Yeah, the Eventbrite link is there. It's called Pretty Empower.
Yeah, definitely send me the flyer also so we could put it.
For sure, Pretty Empower, a pink conference. So come out in your best pink outfits and get ready to be, feel empowered.
Dope. Okay. So you touching everything, and that's cool because we need people like that. We need people like you with everything that's going on in the city, between the youth and also the immigration issue, and it's so many different things going on. I'm not trying to make it political, but it's so many different
You have
problems
to talk about it though.
that this city has, and now you got the thing. I ain't gonna call it a thing. The situation that's going on in Palestine that's affecting everybody.
Breaking.
And well, we're gonna touch on it briefly. I'm without trying to. Well, I have my opinion on it, but I certain things I'm just not gonna speak on. But without getting too political, when you watch the news every day and you see things like this going on, you see kids suffering, older people suffering. How do you feel? What's your take on the whole situation?
It's mortifying. I know that we're supposed to be like allies of Israel or whatnot. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know too much about the Israel and Palestinian background, but across the board, any type of war should have political limits, and I don't think that women and innocent children or anyone that isn't of military and involved in that should be attacked. It's horrible, and my heart is for children. I just see the hospitals, and I think they're running out of space. And it's like, look at how we felt when COVID was happening. All these bodies of kids and people just dying. It's just like that quick. People forget. The whole world was just shut down. That quickly people forget, and we're back to violence. And it's just like, it's horrible. It's horrible. Very unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate, man. We send those prayers to all those people. It's a sad situation all around the board. We send our prayers also to the homeless that are in the city, because it's homelessness at an all-time high. Not just New York, neither. There's other cities going around all over the country, man. So this country's in trouble, man. And 2024.
I just want to say something. Whether you believe in God, a higher power, whoever you believe in, people just need to get more in tuned with some type of spirituality. Because the world is losing its mind. We got to really get back to reality and see that this stuff is crazy. It's getting out of control.
I agree, because at the end of the day, regardless of whatever background you come from, we all human beings at the end of the day. So, and we don't see things eye to eye. We should be able to have some type of understanding. We should be able to meet each other in the middle without having to kill each other, literally. But that's, like I said, I don't want to get too. I'll say that for the podcast.
It's a touchy subject.
I don't want to speak on more on this platform. I'll say that for my podcast. But we thank you for coming up.
Thank you for having me.
We thank you for being an inspiration.
Thank you.
And before we go, once again, you give everybody the website and everything where they can find the. Before we go, you doing some acting too now. Yeah, I peeped that out. So
I am.
So is this something that we're gonna be seeing? I see it's dropping in February.
Yeah. Shout out to J&B Films.
Right.
I had a part in a TV series that will be streaming on J&B platforms.
All right.
It's called Busted.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys can check it out. He has a streaming platform just like a Hulu or Netflix.
Copy. All right.
You can subscribe. It's like $5 a month. He has many great projects and content. So Greg, shout out to him.
Support black-owned business.
Support black-owned business. And I'm also working on a few other projects that I can't really speak about yet,
It's all
but
good.
you'll be seeing me around.
So y'all know what it is. Y'all tune in to WACR 90.3 FM, late night New York. We appreciate you. High five.
Make sure you guys check out Annebenanne.com. That's where the swimsuits are at, Annebenanne.com.
Bottom of the screen.
And my Instagram is Annebenanne Swim. It's ANNEBENANNE Swim. Podcast is Guileless Intentions, GUILELESS Intentions. And my personal is I am Miss Banan. Check me out.
I am King Haas, WACR 90.3 FM. Shout out to the cameraman, Paparazzi TV. We out. Boom.